Okay, guys, so this is the first of two videos. Again, I can't express enough how some of you guys are really motivating me, all right? I love your hard work and effort. And it's good to see, by the way, some of you doing Khan Academy for like your other classes, like chemistry class, or looks like some of you may be doing SAT for maybe your English class as well. All right, but anyways, let's get started here. This is Finite Geometric Series Word Problems, Part 1, basically. And again, I just want to remind you guys, these videos, because you've never been taught this before, most likely, you ought to watch these videos. They're pretty good videos. Okay? And we're just going to go right to this one right here. Practice Finite Geometric Series Word Problems. And here was the first problem they presented to me. It says here, we have this new shopping mall. Sorry I got interrupted there, guys. So, as I was saying, we got this new shopping mall. It's gaining in popularity. Every day since it opened, the number of shoppers have increased 5%. Now, guys, we have to remember that 5% is 0.05. Like 5 cents with money, right? 0.05 is 5%. Now, when we gain 5%, it's 1.05 as my ratio, because the 1 includes the original number that you start with, and then the 0.505 is where you add 5% to it. So 1.05 is our ratio. So, what else did they tell us? So 5% more each day. The total number of shoppers over 10 days. So basically they're saying we want to know what S sub 10 is. Right? S sub 10. Now, without digressing too much, remember this is the formula we're using. The sum of n things is going to be the first number that we start with times 1 minus the ratio to the n power divided by 1 minus r, the ratio. Okay? So we're doing S sub 10. We know S sub 10 is 1258. So that's what's going to equal. Now they're asking us for the first number. We don't know, but that's A. And that A is times with 1 minus, our ratio is 1.05 to the 10 power, because we're doing 10 things, divided by 1 minus 1.05. Now, because I ran out of room, guys, watch carefully, because I'm going to do all the work on my calculator here. You ready? The first thing I'm going to do is all of this here in parentheses. All right? So, use your parentheses, guys, like I just did here and here. I'm going to do 1 minus 1.05 to the 10 power. Again, what did I do? I put this in parentheses right there. I'm now going to divide by that in parentheses. So as you can see right here, I did a divide, and in the parentheses, I did 1 minus 1.05 close parentheses. Again, what I did was that right there in parentheses. And I'm dividing these two to make it just one number there, timesing A. That number is 12.577. Now what? Well, if you agree that all of this over here is timesing A and it equals 1258, all I have to do now, guys, is take 1258 right here and divide by that number, right? So 1258 divided by that answer right there. And what we just figured out, guys, is the mall started out with 100 customers on the first day. Okay? Rounding that off, we would put 100 right in here, wherever the box is. But it started out with 100, and it increased by 5% every day. And after 10 days, they had over 1,000 people show up. Is basically what we just figured out. 1258 to be more exact. Okay? All right, let's do one more, and then the next two are my part 2 video. This one says we have a monkey swinging from a tree. So let's say here's the limb right here of the tree. The monkey is swinging back and forth, right? Back and forth. On each swing, she travels along an arc that's 75% as long. So in other words, just think, even if you were swinging, your first swing would be your largest, unless you purposely force yourself to swing more, right? If you just grab a limb and you just start swinging, the first one's going to be the longest. And what they're saying is each time the swing is 75%. So it's just going to get smaller and smaller, right? And if the monkey keeps holding on, eventually the swing right here is going to come to no swing at all, right? It's getting 75% of what it was previous time. It's going down by 25% if you want to look at it that way. But anyways, let's get to the problem. We want to know the total after 4 swings. So they just told us they want S sub 4, the sum after 4 swings. All right. Oh, they told us it was 175. Sorry. So 175 is our total distance in meters after 4 swings. What they want is the first swing again. How long was the first swing? Every swing again is going to get 75% of the previous swing, right? 25% shorter. But anyways, let's go ahead and do that. So we know the formula. Again, the formula, S sub n is whatever we start out with, times 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. So we don't know what that A number is. That's what we're trying to figure out. But we know the ratio is 75%. So it's going to be 1 minus 0.75 to the 4, because we're doing 4 swings, right? Over 1 minus 0.75. Now, guys, watch carefully again on my calculator, okay? I'm basically going to do all of that with parentheses in my calculator. As you can see right there, I did 1 minus 0.75 to the 4 power, which is that right there. Put in parentheses, guys, because you want to divide that whole thing by this whole thing. Put this in parentheses as well. In this parentheses, I'm dividing by, notice the divide, 1 minus 0.75, so I get this number, right? So what do we have so far? We know that 175 equals our missing number A times 2.73, basically. Now, I'm not going to touch my calculator. I'm going to leave that whole number in there. Do you guys agree? I'm going to divide by that 2.73 on both sides. And that's going to give me A, which is the initial first swing. So, I'm going to take 175, again 175, and I'm going to divide by the answer that we came up with there. And I just figured out, guys, that the first swing, the monkey basically did 64 meters on that swing. So that would be the answer there. And each swing is 75% of the previous swing. Now, just to make sure you really understand this problem, check this out. Oh, I don't have it in this video. I must have it in a different video. So there's nothing to check out, guys. We're going to do part 2 coming up. All right, guys. Hopefully you followed along with this video, and you're going to try these problems that I have assigned to you. At least try them, guys. Even if you get 1 or 2 or most of them wrong, try it. Maybe try it again and try to do better, okay? Try it a couple of times. Try to get this geometric series down, all right? See you around.